Let's talk about the next two factors. The third factor we're going to talk about is humidity. When we say humidity, we're talking about the amount of water vapor in the air or the atmosphere. The amount of water vapor varies with time. Okay, at certain times of the year, there's a lot of water in the air. At certain times, the air is a little drier. Okay, now the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere is what we call humidity, as I said earlier. Liquids, example, water evaporate faster when the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere is less. Okay, when the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere is less, the liquids in water bodies, the liquid particles or molecules will start vibrating faster to replace the ones in the air that are not present. Okay, so at low humidity, in conditions where the water vapor in the atmosphere is less, evaporation is faster. Okay, so here we see that the drier the atmosphere, the greater the evaporation. The next one is wind. Moving air is what we call wind. In windy conditions, you see that trees will start moving from left to right. Other things will start moving from left to right. Okay, moving air is what we call wind. Once molecules evaporate, they form a cloud on the surface. Over here, you see the molecules evaporating, and then they all form this cloud. It will get to a point where when this cloud is saturated, the molecules will come back. If you remember the water cycle, when this cloud is saturated, the molecules will come back. For further evaporation to take place, wind will need to sweep this cloud away. If the cloud is swept away, that will mean that more evaporation can take place so that another cloud will be formed. If the cloud is not swept away and then the molecules or the particles keep going into this cloud, it will get to a point where the cloud can no longer hold the liquid, and therefore the liquid will fall back to their original position. Okay, so when clouds are formed, they will need to be brushed aside by moving air, which we call wind. Okay, now once they are brushed aside, evaporation can continue. So in the presence of wind, evaporation is faster.